Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, here it is. I know I said I'd do it a while ago, but I'll explain later why it took a while. Here is my update video for... Here is my update video. First update. I got a new job, so uploads will be a lot later. Be later in the afternoon, close to like evening, because it'd say Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 8 to 4:30 kind of thing. So that's a major thing, which is really awesome. I needed it because my rent was raised, and they said it was the first time in a while they did this, but if you look at my apartment, it's not worth what I'm paying. As you see, a random part of it. So, yay. Also, the lack of, it's like a lot was thrown at me at once kind of thing. So that's kind of, fun. But I've got it sorted out, which is a good thing, because that was causing me a lot of stress and anxiety. Second update. Since we are getting into Halloween in October, I was going to redo the White Day game. I have like one episode up, and that was just like what the demo was before they got rid of it, and this was on very easy, and since then I've almost beaten normal, and I'm on hard as well to unlock the last one. So I'll probably start a new playthrough of that through October on normal, which means I'll probably die a lot, hide a lot. I mean, if you think about it, that's what that game majorly is hiding, stealth, and trying not to die. Good idea, I know. But, do something fun for October. And then starting in November, I'll get back to like the normal videos I was doing, like the manga reviews, the Duel Links, which I might actually be doing a Duel Links episode tomorrow because of the new update. We are going to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX's world, so get on the boat and get your game on. We're going to Duel Academy. So from what I've heard, it's the new world, and the GX characters are coming, and GX cards are coming. So that's pretty cool, because it's getting closer to me being able to make my real-life deck if some of the cards are in the game that I need. And then some of the cards that are in the game that I don't have in real life, I'm gonna switch, kind of thing. If Duel Links continues the way it is, they might do 5Ds, then Zexal, then whatever was after Zexal, but if I stopped caring after 5Ds, so I probably won't play Duel Links anymore if it continues this pattern. Just because, like I said, I don't really like the series that was after 5Ds. I barely liked 5Ds. I don't know. I barely liked these. So look forward to that. And update 3, phone issues. As you know, I got my new phone. I did a video about it. It was having some issues, like every other Android I've had. And I took it to the store and they said, we can do a warranty exchange. And then I was like, that's fine. And then the first time the phone came in, I couldn't get it because of some reason. I don't remember. The second time this was all like last week, so it's not that old. Last week I usually pay my bill at the beginning of the month, which is when it's due. The payment somehow didn't go through, and they didn't tell me until last week. And my phone was shut off, and I didn't know it was shut off until I got down to the carrier store, and they're like, oh, we can give you the phone, but we can't activate it till you make a payment. Like, I already did. It's like, well, they didn't get it. So I had to run back home, call my phone carrier, see what was going on, go back to the store, see what they could do, come back home, see what I could do on my end, went back to the store. So this was back and forth from 10 a.m. to about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and that's about a mile one way and a mile back. So in one day I technically walked 4 miles to figure out what was going on. And then with that, they said that the phone was returned and they have to reorder it. At that point, I was just like, look, whatever issue my phone has is done, it's over with. Just don't bother. Just give me the screen protector and we'll be fine. And the guy was like, okay, $10. I'm like, what? You said I have on here, it says upgrade phone, case, 2 cases, and screen protector. He's like, well, I can't really give him. I'm like, he was like, I can't really give you it for free. I'm like, well, we've got a miscommunication issue because the employee who set everything up was like, I'll give you since you have to go to our other store to get your phone, I will throw in a free tempered glass screen protector. And I was like, okay, cool. Because I did have to go to another store to get my phone because they didn't have any in stock. And he was like, when I first went there with the issue, he's like, yeah, I'm honoring the employees' customer sales. And then, like I said, that day last week, he was like, obviously he had to fire her or him, or he had to fire them. I'm not sure anymore who helped me. But anyway, they needed to be fired for some reasons, and when we were talking about the phone, I'm like, that's fine. It happens. We just had a simple miscommunication problem. I'll come back when I get the money and I'll get the screen protector then. He was like, don't worry about it. This is the last deal I'm honoring of theirs. And he gave me the screen protector. We put it on my phone, and then there was this weird halo effect And according to Google, that's what happens when it's humid and you put the screen protector on. So when I got home, I put my phone in the freezer and the screen protector in the freezer for a few minutes so the screen could get cool and the protector could get cool. And then I put it on the phone, put the battery back in, and I haven't had the halo effect since. So, well, that's pretty good because it's a nice screen protector. Too bad I can't use one of the cases with my phone when it's charging, which is kind of stupid. But all I know is in the future, I am definitely 100% going back to iPhone. I miss my iPhone. I've had, over the last 7 years, 8 to 10 Android devices, and they've all messed up. But I can't really complain about the earlier ones from 2009, 2010, because Android was sort of new then, so it was still getting the bugs fixed. So I really can't, really not holding that one against it. It's the ones in 2014 on. I went through 4 or 5 LGs, a couple Samsung, 3 or 4 Samsungs, and I went through one iPhone 5S. I would have taken it with me to the new carrier I was on, but it was locked to the old network I was part of, and it wasn't a good network. It wasn't really working. Its 3G speeds were faster than the LTE I was supposed to be getting. So I had to give up my iPhone because I didn't have money to buy a new one at the time. So, that sucked. But yeah, I'm definitely going back. I want to, just because I know I won't have trouble with them. And I know what you're about to type. How do you know? I know what you're going to type, so I'm going to say it for you. How do you know that you won't have an issue with the iPhone? You've only had one. Yes, that is true. But I had it in 2015. They have been out since 2007. So, it's been 10 years now. So, they've pretty much got it down to a science. Yeah, some of the updates make it buggy, but they usually fix them right away. And that's, better because with an Android, you're pretty much waiting for the carrier to say, okay, we'll update the phone, when Apple's like, no. We update it when we want. But that's enough of that rant. Update for my depression and mental health. That's one of the biggest reasons you haven't seen any videos lately, because I have been super, super depressed and didn't want to do anything at all, and I was so tired and so over everything. But there was apparently a reason why my depression got worse and worse than it ever was because I had low folic acid and low B12 levels, and I had acidic blood. So they put me on B12s and folic acid, and I've actually been pretty good. I haven't been tired, worn down, and as depressed. I mean, I'm still depressed, but, it's not as bad as it was before. I can get up and I'll do stuff. But, it's weird. Depression affects everyone differently. And you can never really pinpoint it half the time on what's causing it. Which is crazy because you can't treat what you don't know. So it's, kind of wonky there. But I'm doing fine now. A lot better. So I'm, glad about that. Update 5. Future videos on the channel. Like I said, after October, and I'm probably going to play Duel Links because they said there was going to be possibly a Bones event in October, I think. So it'll probably be a few Duel Links and White Day. Because White Day probably will not take long because I'm going to try to do it in sections. Like, there are 5 tokens, so 5 parts. It won't be 5 parts because I know when I get to main building 2, no, the new building, I'm going to have issues. I'm currently running into them as well. It took 45 minutes to get through a part that took me 20 on easy because I was just practicing getting used to the game. I know. It's a higher difficulty, of course. Of course it's supposed to be easy. I know. Not supposed to be easy. I know. But normal difficulty I should not have as much trouble as I had. If I was playing the harder difficulty, hard or hell mode, then yes, I could understand the difficulty. Because that's the point, it's a higher difficulty. But enough of that rant. Like I said, future videos. I'm gonna finish the manga collection. I'm hoping to buy the Sailor Moon Crystal SH figure art. And I want to do an unboxing of that. I want to do some of that stuff. Get some Proplicas, unbox those. So there will be a few, at least, I did volumes. There'll be at least 10 manga reviews because it's each manga volume. And if I get the figure art, I'm going to unbox it, show you, pose it, stuff like that. Then probably I'll just show you other stuff, like other books I'm reading, like, I don't know. But I do want to get more of the figures and the Proplicas of the items, especially because they are getting very, very close to my favorite item, which was from season 5, which never aired in America, but you can watch on Hulu, and Hulu I know off the top of my head. The Eternal Tiara, which she used Starlight Honeymoon, Therapy Kiss, and Silver Moon Crystal Power Kiss. So, the Moonstick from Season 1 and the Season 5 wand were my favorites. I also want to get the Proplica. Sorry about that. My SD card ran out of space. But as I was saying, I want to get the Holy Grail from Season 3, which is one of my favorite items as well. Yeah, it was one of my favorite items. And I could never get it because it's like $400 or $500 for the original. And I'm like, not worth it. Not worth it. And it's not. Especially when they're remaking the items in better quality, more show accurate. So why would I waste the money, $500, on the old one when I can get the new Proplica one and it'll be more realistic and more accurate? You know, it's to each their own. But, you know, it's just, that's how I'm thinking about it. And, in Sailor Moon Crystal, the actual TV series, they're going to be making 2 theatrical release movies of the Dream Arc. Okay, I'm fine with that. And then after that, the Stars Arc, which the eternal forms of all the Sailor soldiers are my favorite. I don't know why they just are. When I first saw Eternal Sailor Moon, I was like, this is amazing. It was like kind of embodied what she was. And then when I was reading online that all of them have an eternal form, just not exactly like hers, I was like, why didn't they do this? In the 90s anime, they got normal and super. That was it. In the manga, they got normal, super, and eternal. And if you look at the front of the manga books, you will see that they're in their eternal form except Sailor Moon. So, like, the inner Senshi and outer Senshi really got the short end. And Saturn, because she appears once. She appears near the very end of the S season, and for like the first 6 episodes of Stars, and then you don't see her again till the end. So I'm hoping with Crystal, we actually see more of Saturn. Notifications. But this video's gone on long enough. I am just ranting at this point. I just wanted to give you, it was supposed to be a quick update, but it turned into a long ranty video. Anyway, be sure to subscribe and comment with what you want to see, and I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.